Good evening, everybody. Hello, hello. So today, because I haven't had time, for pretty much anything fun in the past maybe 1 or 2 weeks, because it's either like things came up, and then the rest of the time is just spent recuperating, just physically and mentally. So like even on games, I'm like behind. So I am going to try. No, I'm not going to try. I am going to um start the story, the new story, is it
Following the
3.4?
advice of the Chrysos heirs, I embarked on the trial of time,
Oh,
only to learn that I had been dead since the moment I stepped onto Amphorius. To reclaim the future that had been stolen from me, we pushed onward in pursuit of the Death Titan.
yeah. So
Thanatos.
basically, I'm just gonna be playing the story, a little bit of speed run, just gonna get like a general layout of the game, and just yep when I can.
Meanwhile,
Basically,
Anaxa, one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany, broke free from the surveillance of the Golden Threads and actively sought refuge from the Council of Elders.
oh, all right.
After winning the Council's trust, he ascended Dawncloud with Circes, the Reason Titan, who resided within him. To obtain information about the entrance to the Netherrealm, Castorus had no choice but to support the Council of Elders in proposing a pause in the flame chase journey. With the aid of the demigod Cypher, she set out for the ancient city of the dead dragon, Styxia. Castorus successfully recreated the dead dragon Pollux via alchemy and used its power to return to the Netherrealm, where she faced Thanatos, the Death Titan. She returned both the Titan's core flame and the stolen future, restoring the cycle of life and death in Amphorius. Anaxa's soul met Castorus in the Netherrealm, where he proved his hypothesis regarding creation. At the Citizens' Assembly, he cast a pivotal vote and used the charge of blasphemy to thwart the Council of Elders' schemes for power, allowing the flame chase journey to continue. After returning Circe's core flame, Anaxa's physical body completely disappeared. With this, the flame chase journey neared its conclusion, and all eyes turned skyward.
It's interesting why, like, I don't understand why they had to quote unquote, kill off Anaxa. Is it really? I'm not entirely sure. But yeah. He's such a unique character though, so much sass. But yeah.
Be grateful for all this clamor. That is the sound of thoughts.
Collect your thoughts. You know, like when I was playing the previous patch for this game, I was just waiting for that recap because like there was so many like details going on that for me as a player, I don't really look for it. But the recap that we got just now, that helped so much to like further understand the story. Just try to get in my chair. Okay. I can't tell you like how much I've been just wanting to just kind of chillax and just recuperate some emotional strength for myself. So it's like today is just kind of like a no pressure for me. I just want to enjoy the game and like speak my mind about like stuff that as and when it comes up. I think for me like the biggest thing was like awfully I just haven't had the time to actually like just sit down and process things, because like in my brain constantly, right, there's always like things I want to do, and that thing like it keeps like that list keeps on expanding as I expand ideas and things like that. So there's so much expansion of ideas, but no like concrete processing for those ideas. So I want to find time to do that, and then like there's other things outside of like streaming and work and just day-to-day stuff that I want to do that I've put off for a long time because I'm like, oh, I'll have time like next week, and then when next week comes around, it's like, no, I don't have time. Like other things come up, and so like I want to set aside some time for that as much as I can, basically. So I'm not like, okay, all right, hi Cypher. So it's partly why I'm also like taking a break after this week's of stream. I think it's gonna be indefinite. I can't really tell like when I would, like for how long I will take a break. It's in part recuperation again, and also in part like I'm gonna use some of that energy to put towards a thing that I want to get done afterwards.
Styxia's moonlight is so beautiful, and the River of Souls is so quiet. It's... You're right, now's not the time to feel down. By the way, it was Miss Cypher who asked us... Huh?
Okay, what's the sound?
Yes, and... I have a bad feeling about this.
Okay.
Hey, what's that on the ground? Careful, careful. It's a piece of black
Oh no,
cloth.
black reaper.
Now,
Oh,
where have I seen this before?
flame weaver.
What? Mimi, look out!
What already?
Don't give up. Just let's try our best to deal with them.
The river of souls is full of fish, big and delicious.
What?
Car?
The flame chase journey. Start now.
Meow. What's happening? I hate jokes like this.
I couldn't pass on the chance
I
to
do
give
not
you a
like
good
jokes like this.
scare. Don't run! I'm the real Cypher. The real one.
I plan to pull for her
Come on, don't be upset.
because
I'm
I
just
just
giving you a
love
kind
her
reminder
design.
that Emporius isn't
I
safe.
saw her design. I'm like, pull,
The
insta
whole
pull.
place is full of dangers.
Okay.
Really? So, was that disguise? No. It's not as simple as that. For example, what did you think when you realized that people... we thought that... That's right. And then you heard... Well, we thought it must... Yep, exactly. Lies are what Zagreus is best at. If everyone believes in a lie, then it becomes reality.
Right, she's the demigod of.
Power to make lies into reality?
Okay.
The seamstress decides. We still... Oh,
Oh.
was that your telescope?
Fine on. Let's go to the grove.
Aren't you? Live handsomely. You mean spend all this? Don't forget, I'm a demigod too. And there's a line reserved for me in that stupid prophecy as well. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change.
Well, that's very apt.
But I don't believe in that. So, as long as I keep going down this path... That was a long speech. I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't gonna float up on their own.
Okay. Still no direction as to what's happening. I purposely stayed away from like all
This is the
like
car
all
of the astral
media
express you've
regarding the
spoken
story.
of. My Archimans hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origins, I'm sure Mohr would be intrigued by the Trailblaze. It's been quite some time since you first arrived in Akama. Presume? Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord.
In the Grove, I discovered extensive research on the Sky Titan. Many believe the taboo against world beyond the sky stems from the curse cast by Aquila.
Exactly. Of the 12 titans of Amphorius, Aquila, in the weather itself,
Aquila is one of the 2 titans whose core flame have yet to be returned.
the sky above affects every citizen.
If returning the core flame can break the sky curse, we won't have to exhaust ourselves searching for a way back. Okay.
Anti-Catherians have no home to return to. So I used anti-Catheran technology, or scanning, as you might call it, to assess this car. Of course.
Oh, he's gonna
that's
fix. I'm surprised like the car is still on fire. That's
You
what
honor
I'm
me with
surprised
your
about.
trust.
Ooh, I forgot to go get a glass of water, but like since now I parked my butt on my chair, I don't want to move. I'm actually physically tired because like I'm actually not getting enough sleep. In part, it can be due to like it's half of like
Not
I really
exactly,
cannot fall asleep,
but
and
we
also like
anti-Catherans are inherently sensitive to machinery.
instead of falling asleep, I just like binge watch YouTube or game and like play games and stuff. Because I've learned that if I attempt to go to sleep without even feeling tired, I will twist and I would like I won't sleep. I'll just toss and turn around in my bed, and in this weather, I don't know what's happening in freaking Malaysia, but like the weather has been scorching hot to the point where the floors of my apartment are hot as well. So last night was the first night in a very, very, very long time that I slept with the air conditioner on. I usually don't. Like I'll use the air conditioner like as I'm gaming or like prior to sleeping, and then when I go to sleep, I turn it off because like by the time I fall asleep, like I still feel the cool air in the room, but I won't wake up in the middle of the night once that cool air is not there. You feel me? Hello, hello. Hello, Muma. Thank you for joining. I'm just chatting. How's my day going? Today was okay. You could say like I am. If you want, okay. Today is the day of me being honest, and honestly saying right, for me, I'm having a hard time, with some adjustments in my life, right? Because I want to do stuff. There's certain stuff, personal projects that I want to do, but honestly saying like all my extra time, or more accurately all my extra energy has gone to streaming. So I've made a decision that this week would be like my last week of streaming, and then I'll go into hiatus starting next week. So I'm giving myself like this week, which is 2 days of streams, today and on Thursday. I'm just gonna like stream and do whatever I want and like try to not care too much. Because like it's a bit sad in a way, but I think it's a good thing for me because I do enjoy streaming. I actually do enjoy streaming. I enjoy talking to chat and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm not in a size, or like I don't have the size of chat to be like constantly chatting or like constantly have things to people to have interact with. So that can sometimes like affect me a little bit. I try not to get affected by it because that's just how it is right now, right? But the moment I stop enjoying streaming, despite like not caring about chat and stuff like that, that's when it's like an alarm bell in my head. It's like, okay, I need to step away and like to recuperate, and also like put some energy towards like some personal projects that I hadn't had the time to do. So today's just a lot for me. It was a good day in general, like day to day per se, but it's just a lot for me to process because there's a lot of things I need to get done. Or I want to get done, basically. Have fun, don't stress too much. Yeah. I'm actually very bad at like balancing
I will not.
like
As I
motivation
said, I
and
am
drive to
being
progress,
neutral.
and also
Are you
like some
asking
grace
this
to like
because you plan
tell
to?
myself to like, okay, have fun, it's
Refuse my
okay,
offer
and it's because it's
and
not, in the end
continue
it's not that serious,
supporting
it's
the
streaming,
council's heirs.
and have fun with it and enjoy, which I do enjoy. I actually have a very hard time balancing that because like um I want to do well. Thank you for the follow though. Yeah, I hope you enjoy my yap-fest today. It's only until, it's not gonna go on to 12 a.m. But it's gonna be a yap-fest because I'm gonna talk about
So I
anything and
see.
everything under the sun, mind you.
This is what you call
So,
trailblazing.
yeah. I'm just bad at balancing like, okay, I need to get things done. Like, okay, I can do this thing. Okay, there's a way to do that. And then it's like go go go. And then there's also like, alright, you're feeling a little bit woozy or like you're feeling a little bit down, like take a break and stuff like that. Because I actually feel guilty. When I decide to do something, I always take, well, I don't use blades, but oh, when was this?
You have such overwhelming power, so
Okay.
why?
Why is he fighting against?
Answer me. Why do you stand in her way? Why do you want to take the core flame?
He reminds me of Naruto. You know, the guy that always asks the enemy like, what's the deal, when the enemy is not gonna answer or cannot answer back.
He can't hold on anymore. Drag him back here, friend.
Drag him back here?
Are you okay?
Wait. You're in Malaysia, right? So
I'm
it's
okay.
like 9:40. Yeah, I'm
I
in
can handle
Malaysia.
that kind of hit now.
I am like, it's scorching hot here. I don't
For a few months
understand.
ago, that would have knocked
And
me
what
out.
is going on with Guru Matahari and like where the clouds, you know? Like even at night it's not cold because it's just so scorching hot in the morning into the afternoon up to like 5 p.m. And then the heat from the tiles and the walls, it just radiate back out, you know? And I'm literally sitting in the pool fest of heat waves inside my room, and let me turn up my air conditioner because like it's hot. It's super hot. It is so hot for no reason. So today when I came back,
That's
and
why I
obviously
made
the
sure you
entire
were
floor
well
of
fed and
my
rested
apartment was
tomorrow.
like radiating
Thanks for
heat,
the help.
so I opened all
To
the
face
windows in the living
Aquila
room. I
and other
opened
potential
the
threats,
door to like the
I
back
must
balcony where the
sharpen
kitchenette
myself with the
is,
most
and
aggressive
I turned on the
methods.
fan and just encouraged
Even
some
so,
airflow,
it's
and it
impressive
actually
you
helped.
weathered
It
this
actually helped
training
well.
method.
I did the same thing with my
Battling the
room. I
phantoms of
opened
the
my
past
door,
and
the
the river
bathroom
of
door,
time.
like the
It's just
windows
like
in
the
my room,
hyperbolic time sink them
and I
that the
just
bards
let the air
describe.
flow through the house because it's like Asian thing is it's normal. The
working
heat
pretty
is
well.
not normal,
Wouldn't you say?
friend. It is not normal heat.
Combat
No.
isn't just about
This is the kind of
strength
heat
and
where you can,
skill.
instead of frying an
also need
egg
the
on
right
a
weapon.
rock outside, you fry an egg
Compared
on
to
your
that guy's
living room
weapon, mine
floor.
feels like
That's how bad it is.
swinging a lump
That's
of
how
iron.
bad it is in my apartment,
I
at
can't
least.
tell you how many swords I've gone through since the training began.
And I'm one to not, I actually don't use the air conditioning when I'm sleeping. I always like turn it on before,
It's a good
and
thing
then when I go to
Cartonis is the
sleep I turn
finest
it off, and then like
blacksmith
the cool air circulates for about like 40 minutes to an hour, right? But I can't do that in this
It's,
freaking weather. I
good,
had to like
embarrassing to
actually
say
turn on
this,
my
but
air conditioning for the rest of the
In order
night.
to help me, he deliberately turned down all
Oh!
other business.
Oh, Cartonis is part
It
of
would
this
have been
ancient
fine,
journey
you know, if
after
like my
all.
electricity
Full of
bill
energy.
didn't just skyrocket because of that, but hopefully I just
Thinking
want
about
rain.
how
I
he's been
prefer the rain
recently,
too.
maybe you're right.
I love the rain.
But
All
Fine.
condition is that I am
somewhat concerned
inside,
about you.
not under the rain. Like I am inside.
Lately,
Under the rain is with the
you're more and more
condition that
fixated on
I
that
can
sword
get out of
master
it
now.
and not get sick. You know?
That's quite the sudden shift
But I
in
love the
topic.
rain actually. There was a time where I was I actually had a pretty bad episode, prolonged episode of like anxiety and depression, and I actually couldn't sleep.
Don't worry.
And that was when I
Losing
discovered
my
like a
sword
lot
for
of different
revenge.
types of sleeping
She's been
aids,
through
like
numerous
whether
trials
it's like
and understands.
supplements or like things to do
Those who
before you
can't
go to
walk out
sleep
of the
and stuff like
shadows of
that. But
their
one thing I
past are
found that was like
ultimately
really,
weak.
really useful
Times have changed.
was actually
The
turning
responsibility
on.
I bear
I
is
just
both
left
precious
YouTube on
and fragile.
on my phone for like
I wield
10
my soul
hours
to the
of
future
storm
of Amphorius.
rain sounds and stuff like that,
will
and I
not
actually
let
managed to fall
hatred
asleep to that.
cloud my
Been raining
judgment
every
again,
day in my area for
and
the
neglect
past few
my
weeks. Oh
duties.
my god, please give me some of your rain. Wherever you are, pray that whichever god of rain up there actually bless this part of the land, because oh my goodness, it's
You're
it's
right,
hot.
partner. As of now, I'm not able to handle that sword master on my
Really, like today is a
I
bit
still
better
need the
because
help
I
of
took
my
like extra
friends.
precautions to like air out the hot
own.
air.
Every time I say something, things get
But it's still
so
pretty hot. Like my
serious.
air conditioning is like
I don't
how
want
much?
to be the person who keeps bringing the mood down.
My air conditioning is at 22 degrees Celsius at
out
full
of
fan
energy
speed,
for
and
training
I'm
today.
still sweating
How
out of
about we
like
go
my
to the
armpits
library
and like the
affiliate
back
to
of my
lighten 'em up?
knees and stuff, and soon at the back of
Sure.
my
That's
neck.
what I've been
Okay,
looking
good.
forward to. We deserve to enjoy ourselves after all the hard work.
There's that.
Today, I'm definitely...
Of late, I've also been trying to, how to say, like I was trying to,
Great idea!
I try to think about like what I can do for my personal
That would be
projects,
no more
right?
reasons to visit
But
the
like
grove.
I literally need time
That's the
away
charm of
from
this
like
place.
everything first.
You
I
can
have
find
like a
whatever you're
pen and
into here.
paper in my hands to actually write down and
Three of us
process
might not be
everything,
into
because it's
scholarly
a little
books,
bit of
but we could
it's
still
a little
spend
bit
an
of like a
entire
career
day at
change,
the
but
library
it's like
affiliate.
something that I can try to do that, you know, pose no risk to me. Like I can just go and do it and see if I can do it, and if I get whatever it is that I can get. So if I can get that, then that's great. But if I don't, then it's like low risk to me. Like that's fine. And in fact, I can always try again next time. Okay, why am I doing this? Where's the library? There we are. So like
Here we are.
for a
Where
certain
was that
point,
slate last time?
for like a little bit, I will say like
Here, or maybe over here.
preparation wise, I'm at like
I hope to have
40%,
some fun.
because I have stuff written down,
Relax too.
but I've written it down like when did I write it down? I think I wrote it down like 2 to 3 weeks ago. Oh, let me just lower the volume a little. Yeah. So I wrote stuff down for my personal project like 2 to 3 weeks ago, but like and that is like, I would arguably say at most 40% of the stuff that I wanted to do to put towards this personal project. There's another like 40% that I haven't done before I could prepare for a 20%. Is it a uni project or work thing? It's actually, it's literally a personal project. It's something that I want to try. I don't want to say what it is because it is a little bit embarrassing, but and also it's like I don't want to jinx it. Just that's about it. It's something I want to try, and because I have confidence in myself, it's like if I have confidence to like when I get in, I'm confident I can do it. The problem is the getting in part, like because it applies to me like everywhere else. There's a certain criteria I have to meet in order to let's call it a test, okay, to pass the test. And there's a certain criteria I need to meet to pass a test, and there's, let's say, 3 that I know for sure these are criteria I need to pass, but there's like a bunch of other things that can be considered to put towards the test, and that's pretty vague, right? So it's like I can only play to my strengths, and not to be a Debbie Downer, but I'm not exactly very optimistic about like my mechanical skills or anything like that.
Month of cultivation.
This might sound a bit weird, right? But a lot of times when I'm confused or like when I myself are like, it's like giving myself mixed signals. It's like, okay, I can do that, or like, no, you need more time, or like, no, you can't ever do that. When I keep having these kind of thoughts, I actually refer to tarot reading. It might seem a bit weird, but if you look on YouTube and you type just tarot card readings, there's a ton of creators that do like pick a card reading kind of things, and I usually go to those for like a little bit of guidance. The word they use is guidance, but it's more like I guess it is guidance. You can do a tarot. No, I can't. I do want to learn, not so much for reading other people, it's more for just reading personally, because the way I use tarot to for me is that I'm confused about something. Not because like I don't know what to think, but there's so many things in my head going on at once that I don't know how to segregate, separate, and process them separately. So when I go to tarot, the way the pick a card reading on YouTube works is that they'll have like between 3 to 5 different groups of cards represented by certain tokens, and then they'll like the tarot reader will be like, okay, here are the 5 groups. Just pick one where you're more drawn to like the token or like the number of the group or like the picture associated with the group, and so you pick a group. And a lot of the times, you can check in the comments as well, a lot of the times when people pick their group, it's always encouraged to pick from your gut, right? Like which token you like, which one draws more to you, like which number you're more drawn to. A lot of times, almost always actually, it's like you pick the card, they do the reading, and it's actually very relatable to like you and your problem. Now, I'm not going to say that they're going to point out, if you're a student, you're going to get 5 A's or like 6 A's or what A's in like your next test. No, it's the way they encourage you to take the reading is like they will have some general like general statements. It's like, if you pick like an Ace of Wands, which is one of the tarot, it's the aces usually represents new beginnings or like a fresh start, and the wands usually represent like passion, creativity, motivation. So when you have an Ace of Wands in your card reading, it could be, okay, this is a new start to like a hobby or a new start to something you're passionate about, or like a reigniting of something that you've lost. It can be any of these things, and usually when the reader use all like says what the card means and stuff, immediately in your head you're like, oh my god, I can relate this to this certain situation in my life, or I can relate this to something that happened yesterday, and that is meant to be like a mind encouraging thing. It's so for me, it helps me segregate the many thoughts in my head. So I think I've been doing these pick card reading things on YouTube, like watching them and doing the readings like for years literally, and they help me like with clearing up like the clutter in my mind. And sometimes it gets a bit scary in the sense that you can watch 3 different videos and they will all talk about similar things, like within the same like subject, which is scary. So like, let's say in your current life, you're a student, you're stressed about exams, pretty common situation, right? And you're unsure about like, let's say a math subject. So you decide to take a reading and kind of say, okay, what is going to happen in the next month if, let's say, for example, your exam happens in the next. So one pick a card reading could probably talk about, you're currently you're not confident, you're putting yourself down, and sometimes and like, but you've put in the hard work, so whatever it is that you put the hard work to, you're going to see good results. Let's say one video says that. Another video can also say is like, your future is bright, it's not as dark as you think. So like, whatever is bothering you, don't take it too hard and keep putting in the work that you do. So you see, it's like these 2 videos, they're not saying the exact same thing, but if you're a student that's stressed about exam, you're gonna think about the same thing. And both messages are like valid, right? Because they apply to you. One is saying that, telling you that you're not feeling confident about yourself. Don't be. You prepared well and you're gonna do well. The other side is basically also saying the same thing. It's like, you don't have to worry about failing. whatever it is you put your mind to, you're going to see fruition. So I always take it in like, of course, take each reading with a pinch of salt, because it's a reading over the internet, right? It's a reading over the internet. So not always, like when you watch a video or pick a group, not all the messages in the group is going to be like, you're not going to relate to all of them, but like maybe at least one or two, something is going to like relate to you. You're going to relate something to it. So yeah, so that's how I've been using like the pick a card readings like on YouTube, and they help a lot. They help a lot. They have things like there's different types of reading too. Some of them is like love readings. Some of them is like weekly readings. Some about money, career, or like there's some like cheesy ones like who's going to be your next boyfriend, and they talk about like what your next boyfriend's gonna look like, or like have certain characteristics, that kind of thing. Some of them are like a little bit cheesy, but a lot of the times it's always like future stuff, you know. Sounds fun. Yeah, it is fun. It is actually very fun, and it's also like if you, and also it's like everything like about the reading is like in good fun also, you know. So because of that, like off late, I found like not I've actually been looking out for like a tarot card deck for me to use at home when I can. And recently, when I was out with a bunch of friends, there's this bookstore called Book Access, and the one branch that I happened to walk past by, they were selling tarot cards. Like I think they had two different tarot decks. And the thing with tarot decks is that they are actually expensive. They're so expensive. They range between 80 to like 200 ringgit sometimes. You know, depending on who made the deck and like where it's coming from. So the one I got, I think it was about 50 ringgit. So I'm like, I saw the price and I'm like, oh, I'm getting it, and I got it, and it's so pretty. Like the illustrations is like very, it's like very like Inktober ink drawing esque kind. So it's like black and white with like not reflex, with like some accents of gold. So it's like really, really cool. And the fun thing about tarot cards is that, okay, there is like a stand for tarot cards itself. There is like a fixed tarot deck, and like what are the cards in it and what the meaning are. I forgot like what's the original deck that it's being based out of, but it's basically you have like the major arcanas and the minor arcanas, and like they all have their own meaning and like degree of importance to like each of the cards, right? And then that's tarot cards. And people, but you have tarot cards? Yeah, I do have a tarot deck. I do have one. I wonder if you can hear the cards.
That's why people turn to divination. It's just to find a small reason to give them courage to face the
Yeah, I
unknown.
don't know if you can hear it. Hear them now. Yeah, that's the cards. I'm just like smacking the cards together.
Divination is only meaningful when there are both good and bad outcomes.
Exactly as Mem says it. Divination is only meaningful when there's both good and bad.
Service guidance. They can help keep us alert.
Yeah, so tarot cards is just a guidance kind of thing. A lot of times,
That person I knew used to say similar things.
a lot of times it's like you know what could happen, so like you put effort towards the good things that could happen, and you put efforts to stay away from the bad things that could happen. And then like, so like if you have a tarot card reading today and you say, and the reading is like, okay, you have to improve in this if you want to get like good grades or something like that. If 1 month later, after you put in the effort to get good grades, if you take the same reading, it could give a different result, you know?
Oh, wow.
Oh, this is a nice card.
I'd love to have
I've
a
seen
card
it
like
since
that.
I'm on your wall right now. Okay, don't say that, man. Don't say that. Okay.
Oh, now that you mention it,
My room's a
yes,
mess.
it would
Okay.
be even better if it were made of, say, crystal.
Speaking of which, partner, there's something I haven't shared with you all. Remember
Ooh.
our first trip to the Temple of the Three Fates?
Let me see what
The
can I
world that
pull
Orin
up
exposed to us?
for today. Like, it's really not that complicated. A lot of it is what they call intuition. Like, you read things intuitively and stuff. My god, the cards want to come out.
You are
5 of Wands. Assassin, save me! Okay, what does 5 of Wands
You know,
mean?
good.
black clothing, masks
5 of
decorated with
Wands.
golden blood. Are they
Minor setback, rivalry, competition, trying to defend yourself unsuccessfully. Wow, okay.
It seems you, Lord Finan,
5 of Wands is a card of challenge.
quite thoroughly.
It's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't think so. It's more of like you're having much more of a challenge with something than usual. I split the deck in half and I got the Magician, so I'm good with that. The Magician is a very good card. It's a card that calls to creativity, because the Magician, they make whatever they want to make, they make it happen. So like if you want to get out of situation, Magician card is always good. If you want to, like, you know, make it like you're very creative, Magician is a very good indicator that you have enough creative power to make things happen and stuff like that. So we got the 5 of Wands just now. At least I got the 5 of Wands just now, which shows that I'm going to have setbacks, or like I'm actually going through a setback, which is what I feel currently. I'm okay. Yeah, I am currently going through like a setback. Not so much like physical stuff, you know, like shortage of money and stuff like that, but it's more like emotional stuff or like mental stuff. In the sense that there's stuff I want to get done, but like I'm not confident about it, or like I'm making excuses to not do this because I'm scared. But then when I split the deck in half, I saw the Magician, and the Magician is a very good card to have alongside with problem solving and stuff, because it's a lot of creativity and it's a lot of like confidence that, okay, I can make things happen. That's the well, magic of the Magician card.
Their task was to erase anyone
Yeah.
with golden blood from
Now I feel like
existence.
pulling some.
Assassination,
And really like the tarot,
persecution,
there's different like
to achieve their
small
objective.
things also, like oracle cards, which is it's different from tarot cards. It's
Glossing over the
it's
Chrysosaurus
many
abuse
things.
of
So it
divine
can be like
powers and their blatant initiation
one
of
oracle
war
card can be
in
about
order to
the type of
defend
angels and
our
what
predecessors.
each angel mean, and then you
This
draw
was the
them like
name
you
of the
would tarot
Alpha
cards. And
Virus,
let's say you
popular
draw like
legend Lord Finan
if you draw like
hate for the innocent
Raphael
children
or something. So
Arkham
Raphael is like an
to be
angel of
tainted
something,
by such
and
slanted
this when you pull this card, it means you are trying to emulate what Raphael is. So that's like what an oracle card is. And there's so many fun ones as well.
As for you,
There's some like serious ones, like, you know, the angels. There's fairies.
citizen would
I've
cast
seen
the
butterflies. I've seen ice cream ones, which is also very fun.
What does it matter?
If you just look up oracle
Long
cards,
since
you'll
stopped
see
expecting
hundreds
to
of it. See hundreds of it.
People have become too accustomed to peace, and they've forgotten.
I'm
the
I'm shuffling for one
disasters
more because
that
like I
arose from
had
allowing
5 of Wands, I
generations
got
of
the
Chrysos
Magician,
heirs
so
to
I feel like one more could really like tie in like maybe what I can look forward to or what I can work on
travel all
right
the
now.
way to the grove just to have an
So, like,
argument.
I don't think the mic can pick it up, but I'm shocked.
enjoy dealing with
Ten
people
of
as
Cups!
straightforward
That's a
as
good
you,
card!
Lord Finan.
10 of Cups is a good card. So 10 of Cups
Probably figured
talks
out
about
why we've
emotional
come before you.
satisfaction, like of the highest degree, because
Keep your
10 of
cool,
Cups is
partner.
the last
They've come out of
this is
shadows
the
to
last
suggest they have something against their
cycle of the
cities.
cups, like the deck of cups. I mean, there's like the page, the queen and king, but like
Let's hear
10
it.
of cups usually means like
What are you hiding?
emotional satisfaction.
But watch your language and don't say anything you might regret. My shoulders might be sore
Yeah,
and my
family
soul
joy,
a tad dull,
happiness,
but
emotional fulfillment.
Your tongues.
Yeah, so it's a good card to have. So that means, like, whatever thing I'm going through right now, I have the power to make changes
Doesn't it?
and make improvements,
It's
and then I will
but the lighting
uh
is perfect.
I will have
Thank you,
like
Lady
very good
Phoebe.
emotional fulfillment.
With this, the
So it can be
Twilight
as simple
Courtyard
as that,
is
and it can be
reborn in
complicated
alchemy.
as well. Like
See,
they
you like
they
it here
pull
too,
some,
little
like
Ika.
a lot of the readers on YouTube, they pull like maybe from 2 or 3 different tarot cards, or like one tarot deck and like 5 other oracle cards. The thing with tarot cards
Thank
by
you,
itself,
good point.
it can talk about many, one card can
Twilight
talk about many
Courtyard
things, and depending on the
carries a
person,
long
it might
history
be
of
different
descendants of
for
the
everyone,
sky,
right?
and I'd like it to continue.
But with oracle cards, it's a little bit more specific. So there's one particular oracle deck called the Tea Leaves Oracle deck. So each oracle deck, it has like a kind of like a one word thing. So it can be like lion, strength. They also have mountain. They have, so it's like some things that symbolizes like values or like certain things that you come across in life. So it can be like happiness or sadness, fire. I don't know why I'm remembering like fire, mountains. What else is there? I think they have the frog. Like certain animals also represent different things. So yeah, it is interesting for me. I do want to collect more. I have 1 tarot deck already, so I want to collect maybe another 3 or oracle decks. But they're hard to come by in Malaysia. And then if you want to get online, is Etsy is the best way, but it's expensive. And then like places like Shopee and Lazada, there is like stock coming in from like China, but like authenticity is like debatable, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
forgot. For
Ace
Lady
of Cups.
Phoebe, history is more than just words on a
Ace of
page.
Cups is also a good.
It's
Okay, I
something
just saw it.
personally
8 of
lived in.
Wands. That's not good. I right now I have no particular like, not to say order, but like no particular like
Little Ika
plan
loves listening to the stories from the
in
legends.
terms of pulling the cards.
I'm
Okay, let me
sure
see what
you're
8 of
also imagining
Wands is. I think
one
8 of
day
Wands
you'll
is
be
a
as
good one.
awe-inspiring as the winged
Yeah,
beasts
news,
that
quick
Lily
development,
described.
making intentions clear, clearing up in the air. And
Daily
Ace of
fun.
Cups is
I believe
also
that
new beginnings, but pertaining to like
growing.
emotion. So sometimes it can talk about new love. Sometimes it can talk about the romance. Okay, it's only talking about romance and deeper feelings. Okay. None of that here. I am single AF because I am an introvert. Otherwise, I won't be streaming Honkai Star Rail, you know. I won't be doing this. But like the Ace of Cups can also just be talking about like deepening a bond with someone, like having a good relationship with someone.
How can this be?
It doesn't have to be romantic.
I always thought that with Lady Aglaya here,
Usually, if it,
Akame would remain
there's
peaceful.
another major arcana card called the Lovers. Now that, if you see that, that's like 80%. If you see the Lovers, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, and this is like, okay, heavy energy of romance, because well, the Lovers is self-explanatory, and then Ace of Cups can be deep emotional bond, and then Ace of Wands can talk about passion, and in a romance reading, it is a symbolism of a male's nether region, so to speak. Yes, because it's a single wand. So that's that imagery also, but mostly like wands talk about passion and passion and fire and stuff like that.
Take a breath.
Please, something terrible.
So you
has
have
happened in
done your
Mohr
own tarot
Palace.
reading? Yeah, I have. I wouldn't say it's the best because like I still haven't like gotten to know what the cards mean
Lady Aglaya,
and like memorize them. And to be honest, like the
it's
handbook
Lady Aglaya who's in
handbook that I have is not that in depth. It's pretty general. which is fine for most things, right? But I do want like a more in-depth reading of each of the cards, like what they mean more in depth. Because different types of reading can mean different types of reading for one particular card can mean different things slightly.
This bar that overlooks the entire palace was built by the
So
Council
like
of Elders
there's a
900 years
particular
ago.
suit in the tarot called the Pentacles.
Its
So
purpose
this
was to
so
commemorate
in
the
like
first
a
frontier
career
journey,
or in a general
and to
sense,
remember
the
heroes
Pentacles
who made
usually
great
talk
sacrifices for
about
our warriors
skill,
millennium ago.
money, wealth, fortune, these kind of things, right? In general.
Rules were set then. No one was allowed to enter.
Oh, what's
apart from
happening?
guests invited by the Gold Weaver.
Yeah, so like if you're so usually when it comes to a like a career reading and stuff like that, getting something from the Pentacle suit is actually pretty good because it's a lot more accurate than something like maybe from the sword suit, which is the sword suit usually talks more about the mind and words, so like thoughts, like future thinking, planning kind of things. So you see like the tarot cards, I think all in all, tarot cards they have 78 different cards. Major Arcana is I think 24? No.
Anaxagoras humiliated all
4,
of you
13
before the
times
citizens.
4.
If you still had
450,
any shred of
50.
shame, you throw yourselves from Dawn Cloud at the curtainful hour
16
to
of the
salvage
cards
the
are
lost
Major
fragments of
Arcana.
your dignity.
And what Major Arcana cards are they are actually cards that that can signify major events in your life.
These days you're not only blind, but also
So it's like so the cards are a little bit different from the Minor Arcana. So you have things like the Fool. I forgot. The Fool, the Magician is a Major Arcana. High Priestess, the Empress. So they talk of more like, so they represent a lot more worldly values. So like the Empress, it talks about like female vitality, connecting with nature, so like feminine energy. And then they have the opposite, which is the Emperor, which is like a fatherly figure, a more masculine energy, more protective, this kind of things. And then you have other things like the Lovers is also a Major Arcana. You also have Strength as a Major Arcana. Wheel of Fortune, Justice, Hanged Man. So they all mean like more worldly. They have more worldly representations than the minor suit. So whenever you get a Major Arcana in your reading, it's usually indicative of like this is going to be important for you, like much more important. I wouldn't say much more, but it's more important than the minor arcana. Minor Arcana kind of like feeds off the Major Arcana or like gives more information to the Major Arcana. So let's say you have the Strength card, right? And then you might be thinking, oh well, why do I need strength about something? What is something that I need strength for? And then you have like a Five of Wands, which is talks about having difficulty going through with something, trying to solve something. So it's telling you like there's going to be something in the future that's going to require you to have a lot more strength than you usually have to solve something. And it's still pretty vague, right? So maybe you have something like is it Five of Pentacles? They might have something. No, you might have something like Ten of Wands, and Ten of Wands is usually means heavy burden. So basically, it's saying like prepare yourself. You might want to take rest at this point in time right now because in the future you might come across a very difficult position, or you might have problems like you might have trouble solving problems and stuff like that. So it all depends on like the type of cards that comes out. I'm not that great. I'm talking like purely from like the meaning of the cards that I'm reading from the book and like from what I remember from like the years of card reading I've been watching online. So yeah.
She accidentally lost her eyes too.
You know better than anyone what
I'm
it
just like
feels like to lose yourself.
caressing the
Imagine if 1,000 years
caressing the
ago you
packaging of the
already
tarot deck
blind,
because like it's
had
just so
also
beautiful.
lost your voice and hearing
This
in
is like a
your
deep
youth.
emerald with like
Would
gold
you
and
still
pink
have become the
accents,
liar
which is
you are today?
very cool. I wish I can like show the art.
Look at those broken, pleading eyes.
Each card
How
usually comes with
disappointing.
like the
We
art of like
overestimated
each
your
of the
cunning.
cards, and depending on
If
who
this plan
is
fails,
creating
we
the
still have
cards,
dozens
the
of
imagery might be a
splendid
bit
parting
different.
gifts prepared.
But there's always going to be
Dear
like, if
God,
it's 10 of
would you
wands,
like
there's
to
always
hear
going to be like
about
10 wands in the card imagery, but like how it's being represented can be different.
I thought I could buy some more time.
There's I think a mermaid
these
tarot
1,000
tarot
years,
deck. That one is also
I
quite
witnessed
very
the fall
pretty
of
actually.
10 titans.
Learning cards with
Combining
Martian.
arrogance at the beginning
And it's not very.
slowly learning
I
how
assure
to
you,
guide
this is
others.
not very in depth. This is just from me casually listening for like years. Because like it's actually a lot,
Now,
and so I kind of just
it's
take
time
it
to
like
let go.
one reading at a time.
I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached
Sometimes,
this moment.
okay, sometimes
my
with
departure become a
readings,
path for others
you know,
to
there's how
follow.
there's good news and bad news. It's the same thing with tarot. So like, sometimes you will see things, you will hear things from tarot readings
If
that
I
you
embrace that
want to
prophecy now,
deny or like want to
and sink
ignore
into the
and
warmth
stuff
of
like
these
that.
waters.
But it's actually not good because these are problems and weaknesses that the problems that is in the back of your mind, but you like either had no energy, you don't dedicate time to solving it and stuff like that. And then one day in the future it's gonna come back and bite you. I like people who talk a lot about the things that they like. It's fun though. I like, okay, compared to other people, I consider myself like jack of all trades, master of none.
I bet there's stuff here you've never
That's usually how I am. So tarot I think it's only in the recent few years that I've gotten like more interest in. If you really want to talk about my interest, it's gotta be like art. It's gotta be art.
What have you brought? Let me see.
I've been drawing like since I was a kid. On and off, sure, but like drawing is always like the best thing for me. From pencils to I tried charcoal, I didn't really like it. To pens, to watercolor, to digital. I've settled for like sketching, digital, and watercolor. So these are like my three vices for art. And the thing with digital and watercolor is like there's a lot of energy and time that I need to set aside for. Digital is straining for me. I'm not that good with digital yet. I'm still at the like copy to learn stage. Watercolor I've done for a couple of years, and I'm a little confident with my watercolor skills. I think but I've not done watercolor in so long. I think when's the last time?
Tell me, Cypher.
I can check because like all my recent watercolor paintings are like on the wall in front of me. August of 2023, that's the last time that I completed a watercolor piece, and I still like it to today. So I'm like, go girl, go me, you know.
Speak up, seamstress.
I actually
me a
did
straight
that.
answer.
There was a huge learning curve for watercolor compared to like other painting mediums because watercolor is
Doesn't tremble at all.
more technical than like
That's because
okay,
I'm
maybe
not lying.
the way it's technical is different from like acrylics and oils and gouache. The main thing is that watercolor is a semi-transparent medium, whereas the other paints, they're opaque mediums. So the biggest weakness here is that you cannot layer colors on top of watercolors too much. But you can do that in excessive amounts with like other mediums because they're opaque. So there's always a sense of like, okay, planning. there is a different kind of planning for watercolor compared to oils and acrylics and wash. I mean, each mediums, they have their own challenges. I just find like compared to those, watercolor is like is the one more unforgiving medium, because once you lay the color down and it dries, it's there. You got a black spot on the white spot of your painting, it's gonna be there. Yeah, it's gonna be there. So what watercolor artists do is that they actually keep a tube of white gouache with them, and that is the thing that they use for like highlights, correction on blank areas that's meant to be white. And like there are like also like some weird purist level rules about watercolor as well. I don't think I follow them. I just do what I want. I just basically like, okay, the texture is gonna look like this, so I'm gonna try and paint it this way. And it's usually not the traditional or like learned way of doing it. I, funnily enough, like to layer my watercolors. So the cool thing about laying with watercolors is that you build texture. You build like color texture. That's one thing. And there's also a sense of texture, because like it's like shades of dark, shades of light, and stuff like that. But if you overdo it, it's gonna look muddy, it's gonna look terrible, right? So yeah,
Do you have a smaller size?
I feel like I might have lost a little bit of touch just since it's been quite a while since I painted with watercolor. But like, I don't think it's bad. The way I like to do watercolor is also in like semi-realistic. So currently, like the subjects that I prefer drawing are like animals and plants. With digital art, I want to learn how to draw sceneries. I, for the life of me, cannot draw human figures. They always end up weird, like with weird proportions, or like they look so stiff. So I'm like, you know what? It's fine. That's not what I'm gonna do. My specialization is on other organic stuff. So you can probably give me like any kind of complicated, any kind of beast, any kind of animal, any kind of plant, and I will do my best to recreate that. For me, I'm not that creative in a sense that I can come up with my own stuff. I can come up a little bit. Hold on. Hello, Penguin on YouTube. Realize that your thing is dubbed English. Why though? I've not changed my I have not changed the language package on my game. So it's just gonna be that. You good at art? I would say yes. I would say yes.
Look how beautiful she is.
You know, like not to toot my own horn, you know, but people have told me that I'm good. But I still how to say? Hold on, let me do a little something.
This air, it's filled with
that
the
I can
scent of treasure
penguins.
everywhere.
Oh,
Wonderful, just wonderful.
I first.
Thanks to Castorus and Grey Mystery, the ancient city's barrier was finally
Yeah.
dispelled.
Let
Now
me
that
do-
I think about it, helping them was well worth it. Time for treasure hunting, Barto! Lead the way, and whatever we find will split
Apply.
80-20.
Okay, I can see penguin on my OBS now. Nice. Wow.
Listen closely. Do you hear that?
I do actually want to do an art stream, but it requires a lot of preparation on my side. And also like digital art would be like the easiest to do, right? But I don't have an Apple computer, an Apple laptop, a MacBook. I have an Acer Predator, which is a Windows, and like I haven't found a good way to link up my iPad with OBS and what have you and stuff like that. I have done like journaling streams where I decorate my journal. I mean, you can, it's on my YouTube page where you can, if you want to see, but it's like quite early on. Like the last I did was like last year. I did only like 2 or 3 of them. Like even those take such a long time to prepare because contrary to people's belief, you need a sizable table for journaling. Not for the book, not for the writing, but for like the stickers, the washi tapes, the what's it called? Rubber stamps, your 4 sticker books, and like your bajillion pens, whether it's like markers or like colored pens or like what have you, you know? I cannot fit all those stuff on my desk right now. Usually if I want to decorate my can I equip him? Can I equip her? We'll change this to I am Cypher. I am Cypher. Okay, we'll see what she has to do after this. That's all saying. Small desk or skill issue? It's a small desk. Hello? It's a small desk. Okay. I'm gonna prove. That's my ruler. Ruler is here. I can measure my desk right now. How wide the desk is. That is 30 cm.
Not bad, but just a warning. If this thing fails while we're halfway through the water...
So my desk is only 48 cm wide. 48 cm wide. Do you know how difficult it is to play Marvel Rivals on this desk? The only saving grace of this desk is that it has a pull-out drawer where I use the lip of the drawer when it's pulled out to rest my elbows on it and then play for all of my games, for all of my usages. I blame this. Yeah, my table is only 48 cm like wide. That's not enough for gaming. Like, it's not. Hold on. If I were to add on, this is 40. If I were to add on,
not a good sign to be empty-handed. You can't get rich by waiting.
So like my desk is currently like with the drawers pulled out, it is approximately like 65 to 70. So like I've looked at desks. Talking about you put for pretty much anything fun. Just elbow space in general. Because like so I've been told, play FPSs successfully, I need my wrist and my elbow to be on the same surface so that it's level. So moving and aiming and stuff is supposed to be easier, right? If I were to do that on my 48 cm wide table, my elbow is on the edge of one table and my mouse is literally like 5 cm away from the opposite edge of the table. You don't use chair with elbow rest. Chair with elbow rest. Okay, right now my chair is at the lowest setting. At the lowest setting, so that I can comfortably see everything and type and not hunch back like the. And sorry, now my mic is away, and not hunch back like the guy from Notre Dame. If I were okay, let me pull out my chair. Adjusting. No, it won't work.
Not a good sign to be empty-handed.
My face is literally like.
You can't get rich by waiting.
Okay, I'm literally gonna pull out a ruler for this. My face is
quite literally like 40 cm away from the screen. if I use the elbow rest on the chair, it's just not comfortable. I'm all the way back down. Oh, and I like my chair low. I don't like sitting like high on the chair.
This feels truly
Oh, pick up.
magical. When did you pick up this track?
La 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 la. All right.
We're here. Can we turn off this spotlight now? It's really blinding.
It's not adjustable. I mean, the chair goes up and down, but like the armrests don't move. They're not like the ones that you can click from side to side. Adjustment settings? No, mine does not have it. For one, I bought this chair at this point 4 years ago from IKEA. So yeah. I don't, and it's like the cheap one. It's like the cheap office chair because I can't be spending money on that. On chairs. Yeah.
Fine leather. It's so refreshing.
Wait, what's happening?
The treasures in this ancient city are all floating back up thanks to Gray Mystery and that pink squirrel.
Oh, she cray cray. Hold on. Wait, where are we? Alright.
Yes. What are you waiting for? Start digging.
Whoa. Okay. I was like, there was like a second thing coming out from like my desktop, and I wasn't sure where. Okay. Oh, she cray cray for treasure. If you want to play FPS, you need to learn high sense to make up for tiny space. Yeah, pretty much. But I'm not that great. Okay, so what happens when I play FPS, right, is I pull out the drawer, right, and then there's the drawer that goes in, and then like there's stuff inside. So I have this one container where I keep some of my stationery, and you know the lip of the drawer to the side, right? I will balance that box of stationery on that lip and just like kapek it between the drawer, and I'll rest my elbow there. It's very, very weird, but it works. It's weird, but it works. I don't know how else to explain it. I probably need to like take a picture or something, because like it's some janky. It's a little bit janky. Sometimes it's like, if it's stable, and I can play the whole game like fine. But sometimes it's like just shaky because it's only like balancing itself on the lip of the drawer on the side. So I'm like, okay. And actually, to my friend's credit, when he advised me like to actually level my elbows and the wrist, my aiming actually did become more stabilized. Not that I was great. I was terrible. I was playing Cloak and Dagger, which is an auto aim character. But when I started to try to learn Adam Warlock, I noticed like my aim is shit. My aim was shit. And when I start stabilizing my elbows and my wrists, it did get better, but then I was still shit. So every time I play Marvel Rivals now, I go through like an aim training kind of thing for like 20 minutes, and I do see some improvement, especially when I play Invisible Wound. Because now I'm healing healing enemies. No, I'm not only damaging enemies more, I'm healing my allies better as well. Because previously I could not reach like 10k healing, which is embarrassing. As a strategist player, that's embarrassing. So embarrassing. So
What are you even singing? You're totally
what are these? So now at least I can hit like 10k or more. As long as it's not made you have a bad gesture, it's okay. I guess, but I think you should try
Seriously, what was the Titan
1200
thinking when they
DPI
came up
mouse
with this
sense.
thing?
My mouse does have a DPI function. I just can't remember. It's on like one of the higher settings. It has 5 DPI settings. And it does go to like 1,000 something DPI, but I can't remember exactly. Because it's an Imperion mouse. It's not exactly like high grade or like maybe even mid grade. It's a mouse I got for free when I got my Ace Predator. So I've just been using it, and by all accounts, this was a much better mouse than what I had. Than what I had previously. So I was like, okay, this is the upgrade for me. I've looked at gaming mouses, and I'm just like, all mouse these days have DPI settings low. Yeah, but this one is like it doesn't come with like, you know, a program that you can connect your mouse to like Razer does. Like it doesn't have that. It's just a button on the mouse where you just click continuously and it'll go to 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. So I think right now I'm on like 4. I don't know how much is that. It's either 1,000 DPI or 1,002. I can't remember. Well, having higher DPI is fine and all, but like I haven't built like the proper hand muscles and control to handle high DPI. I can use Cypher! Oh Lord heavens. Oh!
Destiny's hand has truly blessed me.
Oh my lord. Don't worry, I got Mr. Gallagher. I might actually die here, which is sad. Ooh, Cypher gaining money down here. What is that 20 stack? Hold on. Let me read this. Deals minor quantum. Has high chance to decrease one enemy and adjacent target damage dealt and increase Cypher's attack. Okay. Deals quantum damage to one designated enemy and minor to the adjacent ones. Okay, ultimate. Deals quantum and true damage equal to a percentage of the current tally capped by the talent. So that's the money thing that we have going on there. This story is so good. Oh, okay. Moreover, deals minor quantum and true the one enemy and its adjacent. True damage distributed evenly among the ability. Okay, talent. Patron. After the target in this state gets attacked by teammates, launches follow-up attack. Cypher will keep a tally of the damage dealt by allies to the target in the patron state. After using ultimate, this tally clears. Okay. The technique. Cypher cannot be detected by enemies and gains random consumable when approaching them. Oh, okay. Oh, I want to pull for her. I want. She's not okay. Is she really a Nihility? Okay. This is a little bit different from Nihility. Well, I guess that does the Nihility part of it, so. That's so cool. DPS Nihility. Pretty straightforward story and the music is so good. Okay, so I'm glad I'm playing this then. To be fair, I'm not following the conversation very well. You know, like whatever's happening, I'm not following it very well. But ooh. But the important thing is towards the end.
Such an ugly and useless creature. Hey, the bar. Look at you, all shake. Should be safe here now.
Because of the story, I want to pull for Cypher. I want to pull for her because of her follow-up attack, honestly saying. I like follow-up gameplay, so I want to collect as many follow-up or erudition characters. So any elation erudition characters, any characters that use follow-up, I want it. Get it in my inventory.
Probably not. At least I'm still left for Dolos.
So Cypher.
Guess the city wasn't so lucky.
Cypher's coming out together with coming out after this, and then after that is Finon and someone else,
Just because
right?
they were born in the wrong place.
I need to say for Finon. Yeah, you see, Finon is like the biggest power creep ever. And like literally just only like a patch or two after Castris, like the free-to-play gamers are like in purgatory and furious.
Did I? Right. I did tell you. Honestly, I was. Who asked you to picture that?
I've seen like the leaks.
Priest robes from 1,000
I
years
actually
ago,
want to skip for
nothing like the ones
Saber
today.
too. I've debated about Saber, but then I see his ult. His ult is just like heavens above, destroy the enemies below me, and that's it, you know? It's not even like Acheron, where Acheron teleports you to like in the presence of the nihility and just slashes you to oblivion. No, a Finon calls the heavens and obliterates you. It's just like, no, but that is what it is. That is what it is. When I see it, I'm like, oh my god. I know it's like awesome and stuff, but it's a little bit, a part of me is a little bit off-put by it, because it's like, sure, like the whole Amphorius saga is really is at a like a world event on its own, you know, because it's talk about destruction of the world and stuff like that. And so like it makes sense if Finon is going to be like the hero in the flame chaser journey, that he would do all that. But yeah, it made me remember when I flabbergasted first when I saw Zhongli. That's true. No, but Zhongli is a god, and the oldest god, other than maybe someone else. I can't remember. But he's the oldest god, and he's the Geo god, and he's a god. I pulled Zhongli first banner just because he's all. Didn't everybody? Except for me, I didn't pull. I didn't pull. Because you know, prioritizing my pulls as a free to play. Zhongli is trash at it. Oh, and look who they use in every like end game content. Who did they use? They used Zhongli. Why? Because they refuse to dodge. Here are the obstacles. What do I punch these things? Is that what I punch? Do I punch the camera? I don't, right? It's telling me to punch something. I don't know what it is though. Is it these boxes? Hold on. Usually it kind of highlights if you can destroy the boxes or not. Yeah. Ah, me and my not paying attention. Yeah, he's a broken shielder. Like they didn't have to like adjust his kit or anything. And eventually people learn how to take advantage of his ult as well. So like, there you go. You know, like one meteor and it's like 60k, sometimes 100k, and there's some broken people that do like 150k, and I'm like, you see? And now like I think after Zhongli came out and then give it one or two patches, people are like, okay, Zhongli is broken. Zhongli is the character you need to have in your Abyss kit and stuff like that.
Oh, maybe you're right.
I rarely use shielders. They literally broke the rule to upgrade Zhongli after this.
Twinkle, twinkle.
I didn't pay attention to like kit changes and stuff in Genshin, because like a lot of the times it doesn't really affect the way I play it. He's basically CN god in the game. He is! I think he's one of the few characters that every branch of Genshin Impact community is like in love with, or like they like the character. You know? Like the most unproblematic character is broke. Like the Japanese VA, he's a very fun guy too.
Oh, isn't this a golden scapegoat? Sheep, humans, whatever. All I know is unlocking puzzles and tricks are right up my alley.
But every time like he has his reruns, right, I actually never pull for him, because other than being a shielder, right, like what other than shield and the ultimate, like what value can he bring to my playstyle? And quite honestly, he doesn't really bring much value to me. Oh my gosh, what is this? Ay ay ay. So final all, ain't no way I'm not pulling for him. Debatable. I mean, I skipped Castoris, and half the world was saying that they're not skipping Castoris, you know?
Stop. Stay there. And don't turn around.
Ooh. What's happening?
I told you. Don't move.
What?
Quiet.
I think part of the leaks was final alt and another character's alt, right? The one that looked like Yae Miko. I saw the alt and it's like, huh, that character looks like Yae Miko on crack, and I'm like, oh, okay. I think it's is it March's I don't know if it's March's new form. Cass is the reason her income got storks. It's just like, yeah, that's true.
Think I wouldn't notice your little spies lurking
Hold
around
on.
me.
I'm sure there's someone somewhere that documented like how much
As time passes, I find myself
Castoris
leaning more and
banner
more on blind
earnings.
with only the power of this little nymph. Naturally, I couldn't slip past your sharp eyes, Cypher.
Yeah, Castoris banner has reported to
if
have
you
broken
could fully
records in
control
HSR's
Bartolus'
gacha Reddit.
mind,
I
would
can't
still be able to see through
find
your
right off the
disguise.
bat like
Aglaia.
what was the
You've gone to such lengths
value.
to spy on my every move. What exactly are you after? I've told you before, you don't need me to succeed. Why don't you just let this go? I already made an exception and got involved with Castoris and Grey Mystery. Asking for more now. Isn't that pushing your luck a bit
The
too
game
far?
earned, is that correct? Yeah, 100 million. The game earned over 100 million during the Castoris banner in April 2025, compared to March with like 29.
Plotted and
Is it million?
schemed my whole life.
I think it's million.
But I never could have predicted
That's
our
bonkers.
relationship would end up like this.
March new form.
I've spent centuries
Hyacinth. I think it's
trying to
March
figure
new
out where
form.
I
I don't think
went
it's
wrong.
Hyacinth.
Replaying every
There's that
moment
one CM
over
player
and
that
over.
pulled like a lot for Cass
You've
just to
never given
make
me
the
a chance
best
to
relic for
explain
her.
myself, face to face.
Why do you need to pull on the character banner for the best relics? I don't understand.
Don't.
Okay, maybe use up some credits, like money to pull for the to like build the best relic. Sure. I will never understand people like that because it's like
1,000 years ago, out of
you can build that over time. People are just impatient and they want they just want to one shot everything. Gamble the substats. Oh, was it for the substats reroll? Is that what it is?
I must say this to you, even if
It's even more not undependable.
I need you, Cyphera. The
Cyphera?
Crisis mission needs you. The finale I've delayed for far too long. It's finally here.
Oh, we're talking. Are we talking to
Whatever
a?
resentment you
Are we
still
talking to
hold
a
against
god
me
here?
Will fade once I'm gone. Please.
Yep.
Come back
Oh
to
my.
Akuma. I'm begging you. Without you, they don't stand a chance.
Oh, are they talking? Is this Aglaia? Wait, who is this? Who is this? Who is speaking through this bug right now?
Think about it, seamstress.
Oh, Aglaia. Okay.
But stop watching me. Unless you want to lose me for good.
Don't worry. As much as I'd love to hear your voice again, to see your face.
Oh yeah, something's happening to Aglaia, right?
It seems that chance will never come.
God freaking damn it.
Goodbye.
She got surrounded by the so-called assassins by the city, that elder city group. The woman that doesn't know how to take a loss. Can't stand the English dub. I've started with the English dub, so it's like it doesn't really bother me right now.
Turns out, everything in that chest was soaked in water from the River of Souls. Those relics were once priceless.
She really went treasure hunting in like the middle of this. In the middle of this. I'm not gonna lie though, like the spirit thief, like the voice, like the voice is weird. I mean, it's suitable for like a spirit thief, but like it's
If you see her, let her know this. As demigods, we can't avoid our duties forever.
Moon Mal, you doing okay over there?
Do you remember now? Looks like you don't need. Don't underestimate that bug. It's every bit as dangerous as the seamstress.
Okay, let me. Okay.
We've been partners in.
Boss lady, there's a chance.
And as far as I know, the embodiment of trickery despises that golden thread which forces people to speak the truth. You'd never defend Aglaia. Isn't that right?
Okay, I have Nightbot activated. What? And also, hello Floppy.
You have a terrifyingly sharp mind.
How did I
After
have
all,
Nightbot
I'm the only one in the world who knows you're still alive. To make sure you survive the Titan trial, I had to fool the entire world.
Tide Rise, Tide Fall. It's always been the way. In fact, the way is physics. That's why Tide Rise, Tide Fall.
You'd better keep playing your part.
When I learned that there's an effect of physics, right? Like something unexplainable broke inside of me. When I learned like a lot of like the natural happenings of the world can be explained by physics, I'm like, huh. In some ways, it's like a lot of things prevented.
But you still haven't lost your way with words.
If wait, yeah. The Tide Rise and Tide Fall thing was like both cool and also like, huh. Why? But huh. Okay. For the Nightbot, let me see if I can turn. Because I have this open,
Honestly,
but
I've
like
been thinking. Maybe
Has
a trip
zero
back
can-
now wouldn't be too bad.
You're back again, so
I'm gonna close this. Hopefully that like deactivate.
your face.
I need clothes.
Deactivate. I actually want to set up Nightbot.
Just throw me something.
I just don't know how.
Will do. Just enough to
I'm not that tech savvy in these kind of things. I'm gonna get a friend to help me because they've set it up before. I'm gonna get a friend to help me do that.
You.
See how it goes.
You're bleeding golden blood.
Yes. What about it? So what if I'm one of those Chrysosairs they talk about? Those infinitely strong heroes.
Cyphera.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint. Who knew that group of amazing people would include me? A pauper. Thief. Con artist. Maybe I should just make another cut to drain all this yellow stuff out of me and
Oh, she was a sad child.
Stop it, Cyphera. I'll give you clothes. Warm you up and...
Do you have any Kara that can
Stay
buff,
here.
that get buffed
Stay in my
before?
workshop until you're healed.
Blade,
Aren't you
Jingliu.
going to ask me
I don't have Kafka, which is sad.
I got these wounds?
SW? Who is SW? But I have Blade and Jingliu. I'm excited to see how differently Blade will be. But
so
basically,
good
like
at
they just
lying.
took away his
Even your golden
attack
thread can
stats
be
buff.
fooled.
Silver Wolf. Oh, I do have Silver Wolf.
If
Yes.
you can't verify
Hey,
the
I'm
truth,
bad at.
why bother
I'm bad at
asking at all?
acronyms. Don't add me.
I don't
I am
need
bad
to
at acronyms.
Nor do I need to use the
I need
golden
to
thread.
use them for like a prolonged
I know
period of
everything
time,
you
which
do
I
is for
don't.
survival,
uh, and then only like something will happen out of it.
Stay
Okay.
here. You won't have to deal
Yeah,
with
so
the cold
Blade,
or
Silver Wolf,
go hungry
Jingliu,
again.
I have those
Stay by
characters.
my side.
They're pretty much
Then you
built,
can
Blade
stop
being
putting
the like
yourself back
most
together.
built one. I forgot
Aren't
to.
you worried?
You better
I'll
acronyms
ruin
in
this
this game.
place's reputation?
Not just this game, mind you. You see any
Or
kind of
that I might
acronym in
sneak
any
off
game, I'm
with your
like, huh.
precious clothes and sell them.
Shorekeeper.
I wouldn't
If
have
I see
invited
SK
you
in
if
chat, I
worried
don't know
about
it's
those
Shorekeeper.
things.
What? Xiang Liao.
Weird.
Someone in
Seamstress.
chat put
You know,
XLY
They say
or
a child
XY,
who
and I'm like,
often lies
XY?
remains a
What do you
liar
mean by
for life.
XY? It's like Xiang Liao.
I've tried
RM?
not to become a liar.
RM from
But
BTS, or
honestly,
is it something else? Because the only acronym of RM that I know is from BTS,
just too
and he no
hard.
longer goes with by
I'm
RM.
close to giving up.
That L?
What makes you
I
think
don't know.
won't
Who's that?
disappoint
Who are
you?
these people, man?
Because I can feel it. Not
Run
with
Mei?
the power
Oh my
of a
lord.
demigod, but with the heart that beats
What
in
is
my
that? L
chest.
Zhongli? Oh
You
my
love
lord.
This place. That's why you keep coming
I
back.
suck. It's fine. It's one thing
After
I can
taking over
accept I suck
Nestia's
at.
divine
It's fine.
authority, I became used to letting the golden thread cipher up. You're
What other
You
names
got
are
away
there
with
with
talking
acronyms?
once. Hard to follow.
I'm trying to think.
All right, let's make it a deal.
I can't think of anything though. Okay, after that backstory of Cypher. Oh, we're back here. Haunted by the old lady that doesn't know how to take a loss.
Pressure, fear,
Your weakness can be your cuteness. Thank
seeds
you.
of anxiety.
I do need more of those
It
because
seems
I
this
literally
is the
sit.
strategy
I
they've
literally live
chosen.
my life half the time as a guy. Because when I compare myself to like my female coworkers or friends, right? I am a lot more like, I have a lot more like similarity to guys thinking than usual. Danghan bro got 2 changes already. Sad
And I
about
know
Danghan.
these stories
Because
are
I
true.
thought the
The
original
kindness
voice
rule
actor
today,
actually, he was really
strictly
good.
speaking,
I actually
is the
prefer.
27th kindness. Objectively,
What do you mean, huh?
the rise of the cleaners was both
I don't think of myself as
inevitable
cute, which is what I'm
and
trying to say.
necessary.
So you complimenting
Yet
me that I'm
more
cute is
ruthless and
it's a little bit.
twisted methods earned them nothing but
You actually a man marching?
disdain
No.
and condemnation
Don't
from
make me say
history.
crass stuff, okay? I am not a man. Though I do have, I guess, more non-feminine attributes like characters and preferences and stuff like that. Yeah. Bro, I miss her.
Even in these crumbling end times.
So
there
I
are
admit,
always
like, if
those
I,
who
like,
find ways
if I'm
to
like with my
profit
crush,
from the chaos.
if it happens, if I
To
do have a
ask
crush,
vested interest
or like
to
with someone I'm
abandon their
attracted to, I
status,
might just
wealth, and
unconsciously like be
ambitions
more
in
girly. I don't know.
for a
I've not
distant
put myself in that
ideal,
situation
maybe
before,
no
so I don't
measure
know
than creating a
personally.
miracle.
Oh, it hurts to not hear Danghan's voices.
There you are,
Voice
Lord
lines.
Dunham. You pests crawling in the shadows. Back off.
Pray
Your plot,
Taros.
You played your hand. Stay away from Akama forever. Because Aglaya is dead. And in the eyes of the Holy City citizens, her blood is on your hands.
Oh, there we go. Definitely more girly though. I don't know. Because people always regard me as tomboy, like when I'm in school and stuff, and I don't, because I don't pretend to be otherwise, or I don't pretend to be girly and anything. It just sort of happens.
Looks
you know?
like
I guess now
she was
that,
wrong about
but definitely I think now compared to before, like in school, I am more girlier. I tend
Talking about the
to
mastermind behind all of this.
like do more feminine things and stuff. Man
Oh,
instincts
she-
to protect
she
women.
thought
I
you
think.
were weak. She believed that even when you were facing the evil,
I don't have
that you
that,
came
but
to
I am
oppose,
like,
you'd hesitate to strike.
I do like
Misinterpreting mercy for
take
weakness
care
shows
of
how
like
arrogant
my
and
juniors. and
foolish
stuff.
your
So like,
master is.
it's so far it's always related to work.
They're
Because
still
like
alive.
outside of work, I don't really
Probably
regard
carried
anyone
their
as a junior. I
influence
just regard them
for
as like
days.
equal older. But
But I
with
must warn
work,
you,
like if I have a junior in my team, I actually do make it a point to check in with them and like coach them. And I don't like, I don't get mad when they keep coming to me to ask questions and stuff like that, because like I rather they do that than suffer on their own. And like sometimes like I will also just like check in with them, hey, are you doing okay today, and stuff like that. Because like in my team, there's one new girl, and then we have a new department admin, which she sits like her desk is among like my team as well, because it's near the boss's desk. So I do like check in with her occasionally. Though I don't know, I can't help her with a job, but like if I see that she's very stressed out or stuff, I'll just check in with her, like, hey, are you okay? And there are certain things that she can ask me, because like I kind of like secondhand got knowledge from peers and stuff. So I think I do like taking care of my juniors. Okay, like is a strong word.
Until next time.
Is that more like caring, like mom instincts? I think it's more like mom instincts though. It's like, it's just making sure that they're okay. Not that like telling them like, hey, you need me to punch someone, I'm there for you, man. Like, no. Maybe kick someone. I'm confident in like my legs. My arms and my fists, not so much. Yes. Bruh. Hey! You know, like, if you can't punch, you can kick. You can't do anything, you can hit butt. I mean, if something, you know? No violence, please. Hey, I play action games. Used to. Still want to play, but no chance to play. I play action games, okay? I always play like in Tekken, I always played characters like Lily, Asuka. I've played Julia before. I'm a pacifist. Oh, it's okay, you be the healer. Like, you be the healer, you be the mage, the buff mage, anyone like that, you know? Because Lord knows I need more harmony characters in my account. Like, god damn it, I'm just like raw dogging everything. Finally, I got the role of the healer. Hey, healer is good. Healer is good. And you know, like in Marvel Rivals, I am more of a whatchamacallit, strategist main. Don't put me in the front lines, dude. FPS front lines are scary. They scary shit. You keep pulling for erudition and agility too. Yeah. I mean, in turn-based games, the faster you kill someone, the better.
I won't believe it until I see it for myself.
For you, I want sleep. I do want sleep.
What should we do now?
I have half an hour of these before I go for sleep.
I'll contact Treeby and ask her to keep
So back to erudition and agility. Erudition, you get to hit multiple enemies at once and potentially kill more than one enemy in one round. Agility, you debuff your enemies, making them all, you know, like, die faster. Buff makes you kill the enemies faster. It works both ways. It works both ways. So that's why I harmony, but also agility. But I think the way the game designs agility and harmony characters are a bit different. Like, they don't cancel out each other in a sense that like oh, I debuff you and then I buff me, and so we hit twice hard. No, it's different things, you know. Like run me with the super break thing, and that's harmony. They usually do like buff speed, crit, attack. Agility will decrease like speed, defense. What else other than that? Decrease attack. Is that decrease attack? I think Silver Wolf has decrease attack. Like they decrease receive damage or something. Yeah. It's like the way they debuff, they design debuff, and they design buff is slightly different, I feel. So that's why I feel like if I have one, it's okay that I have less of others at first. But now in this like late in the game, I'm like,
do you still have it?
I need more harmony characters. I need more harmony characters. What's the next harmony character?
Do you still insist?
I think rumor what part of the leak is Triby is going to be in rerun.
Over
in the
past
final
1,000
patch.
years,
Yeah,
every
that's
piece of
exactly.
fabric I've worked with has been
Despite their
tainted
role, need to
by my
have
code
damage here and
divinity.
there. Example, tribute and
It's
high.
made me
Yeah,
hate their
it's
colours,
gonna be. It's gonna be.
texture, and
It's gonna be.
scent. This ornament
Okay.
stands apart.
Junwei, don't
It
worry
was a
about
gift
Nightbot. I
from
don't
a
know why.
child.
I used to try
She was
Nightbot
pure
and then I
and
couldn't get it to
kind.
work. And then for some reason now
I often
Nightbot
wished
is
my
working.
childhood
So
could have
just
been like
ignore
hers.
Nightbot for now. If can I go and deactivate it? How do I
How
deactivate
to
it for
say
now?
goodbye to everyone? Have you already planned?
But I'm just going to.
I'm afraid there's no such detailed plan this time.
Oh, you out and.
I deeply regret not being able to say farewell to them, one by one.
Oh my lord. I have to.
The moment has
like
come.
this.
My departure will give them one less thing to worry about. This parting gift should help ease the regret of such a sudden goodbye.
Invented for the Titans, Kremnos' soul-forging technology was.
Okay,
Though
I did something.
divinity it retains, filtered out, the remnants of humanity will be. Is that
It's
what
going
you
well.
want?
I don't know
Aglaya?
how. I don't know how. But I actually do
confirmed this
want
with
to
me
transition
repeatedly.
Nightbot sooner or later, but I
Yes,
haven't fully set it up yet.
Artemis.
I'm gonna get a
I
friend to
need
help
you
me
to
set
do
it
this
up
for
and
me.
teach me how to set it.
Condense my divinity into this ornament. It might
Got-
still be
got
useful
some
in the
stuff.
future to help them complete their mission.
Like tracking.
Selfless
I can do this.
until the end. Envy that child, there's no need to. Already lived a grand
Okay.
life your
I don't know if,
humanity has.
I don't know if that works.
Your praise
I asked
puts my
Nightbot
heart
to
at
leave the
ease,
channel, so maybe
Grand Craftsman.
maybe that did something. I don't know.
Now, please, take me through the last tempering that fate has to offer.
Give you my jade. Hello, you should be giving me jade. What is this? No. I worked hard to save the jades. You know, I didn't pull I think for like the entire Castrus banner. What's the banner after Castrus?
And tension is building with every passing second. The news is probably spread by now.
So I
Every
actually had
household
quite a
is
lot
locked
of
up tight.
jade
All the market stalls have closed down
for
temporarily.
dispatch. Dispatch I pulled for what's her name? Turta's light cone. So she's complete. Yay! I wanted a light cone.
I hope so.
I pretty much used up almost all of it.
just
I
can't
think I have.
believe
I don't know
she'd
how
be
much I have
taken
left
down
now.
by a
So I'm kind of just
handful of
saving that up
assassins.
for Cypher. Cypher,
If this is
I
all
don't know
part
if
of a
I
larger plan,
want to
Treby must
push
know
for her
something.
light cone,
She just
but
couldn't say
I'm
it
definitely
in
gonna get the
message.
character one way or another. Hopefully, cross my fingers because it's a
Let's go find
50-50. Yeah. Pull for Anaxa. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I did pull for Anaxa. The very character that I'm using, I forgot. So I used up a lot of jades for. I actually got really good pulls for Anaxa and his light cone. So right now my jades are about 3k. So this is about 30 pulls here. Yeah, I think from like 60 pulls, something like 60, 70 pulls. I pulled for. Hold on, we can check. We can check. Records. So see that? That's the one I got. So before that. That's 50. 60. So yeah, so about 60 pulls. I used 60 pulls for Thirta's light cone. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. So I had, I think, like maybe 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 left over. So this is just like the rest of it. And I got a lot of these. I'm debating to, if I don't get Cypher in a timely manner, right? I will use it on the pass fine. But otherwise, I'm saving for Japard's light cone because I don't have Japard's light cone. Funny, isn't it? I don't have Japard's light cone. It is what it is. Rerun, Harmony, Rumors are Sunday, Triby, and Sparkle. Now,
All things
I
are
have Sunday,
connected by
so I
all
might get his light cone
and are
because I don't
made
have his light cone.
the same
His light cone is supposed to be pretty good, actually. Next option would be Triby. I don't think I will take Sparkle. Yeah, I don't think I'll take Sparkle. I don't particularly enjoy her playstyle. But I do enjoy Triby's playstyle because one, follow up.
All things are connected.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so zoomed in right now. Hold on. Okay, just there. Sparkle is going to use for Archer.
Don Han came back before us. Make Don't worry. The cleaners
It's
didn't lay a
debatable.
hand on us.
Okay, if
Lord
Sparkle is
Carlos,
good for Archer,
were
that's
you
fine,
in the
right?
city when it
But
happened?
Archer is
What
free, right? Yeah,
exactly
Archer is
went
free.
down?
It's only Saber that's not free.
Eyewitnesses
There's
only
not
saw
much details to her skill yet, is there? Like, the collab is like not for.
Just
When
tell
is the
me.
collab being?
eyewitnesses
When
at
is
the
the collab
Memorial Palace saw
Um,
Aglaya fall from the Chrysos air bath.
Oh,
wait.
God.
Collab.
She showed no signs of
HSR.
life by the time the Holy City guards approached to check.
Holy shit!
They were too afraid to jump to
The collab
conclusions.
launches on my
After
birthday.
all, she was a demigod who lived for over 1,000
Cool.
years, the leader of the Chrysos heirs. Most citizens
I've
of
never
the
paid
city
attention.
believed
I
that
saw
death
like,
couldn't touch
oh,
her.
it's going to.
She was pierced through the heart by a uniquely
out. Why
crafted
did they type?
dagger. I saw it for myself. It's one of the weapons carried by the cleaners.
Archer kit, bro used 2 SP to attack. Happy birthday. My birthday is not for like 2 months.
I also
We can chill.
don't understand. This
It's
doesn't
okay.
add up. The ones who appeared in the they didn't have any reason.
I'll stay here to. Also, Miss Hyacinth was the one who declared.
For Saber. Saber also, there's not much thing about their kit yet, right? Like Saber, both Saber and Archer. Not much really.
The baths are empty.
Oh, the baths are empty. Why does it keep showing me to like... I won't be there on your birthday. I'm not perturbed by that. I think usually for my birthday, I kind of do like to spend it like treating myself just to relax, because even on a regular day it's so hard to relax. So it's like, at least on my birthday I can take a break, you know. My birthday is on a Friday if I'm not mistaken, so we'll see. I don't know if I want to stream on that day. It's too soon to tell.
Hyacinth.
You're back. I'm fine. I've been staying close to Lady Treby, and it's great that you could come back so quickly. They need someone with them now. Yes, we witnessed her final moments.
How come they didn't put like a
I
like a
tried to treat
thing
her
for
immediately, but
Aglaya's final
even
moments?
Sky's blessings, declaring her
Well, that
death
banner is different
the
system
hardest
though, and
thing
much
I've
longer.
ever had to do
Yeah,
as a
that's
doctor.
true. I just only knew
Lord Final,
that
don't push yourself.
that the banner is going to be much longer than the usual, but I didn't know there's going to be like a different system too.
It's fun. What I've lost is a mentor and a comrade in arms. But for Treby and Trinan, they've lost 1,000-year-old bond. Like they're losing a part of their lives. You should rest, Hyacinth. You've been awake for a long time, haven't you? We'll handle things from here.
Okay. See you later, everyone.
Next, we should visit Lady Treeby.
I don't know. I don't know how to do like. I don't know what Nightbot did. The Nightbot did something. The one on the they have much longer have their own pity system. So the one on limited banner will not carry on the collab banner. I mean, it kind of maybe it makes up for it with it being like longer, but I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Snowy. Little Gray.
Lady Treeby.
Snowy, don't. You went to the grove to prepare yourself for the threats to Akama. We were always by Aggie's side throughout. She knew she wouldn't see the...
I know what Aglaya expected of me.
How long is the new banner going to be though? 2 months or something like that?
Was entrusted to us by
Because each
Aggie.
banner, like standard, each banner is
Now's
about
the right time.
30 days? Is it 30 days? 20 days? 20 days, right? That's standard.
Finan, as I write this, you are locked in a battle of words with the Council of I deeply regret and feel guilty for haste. I considered the debate a routine affair, assuming I could
Days for
win
3
merely with the
patches.
support
Okay,
and
so about
experience we'd accumulated
60
over
days. That's 2
centuries.
months.
The trap was likely set by the debater Calictus. He had prepared a severed golden thread in advance, revealing it to the public when kindness was faltering in the debate. He claimed I was reading everyone's thoughts with the golden thread to cheat in the debate. I could have countered that low tactic in 100 ways. With deceitful scoundrels like you in the crowd, I have no choice but to rely on the golden thread to keep watch over everything in this holy city.
Oh.
You can imagine the reaction that comment provoked. The divinity in this body might be eternal, but that is not the essence of me. I am a daughter of humanity. Realizing that my humanity was fading, I began to plan my exit. But I knew I couldn't simply fade away in my sleep like anyone
Also,
else.
she turned into a bug. That's why she turned
Serpents
into
have
one of those
always
beetles.
lurked in the darkness. If my departure were to be calm and uneventful, it would only lead to a swarm of those serpents emerging from... I must feign weakness, deliberately, to make those serpents. The blaze soaring into the sky might sow fear and confusion. You're not perfect, Finan. I've witnessed your confusion, recklessness, and deep sensitivity, dawn after dawn. Yet, in your way, you are
I know, right?
perfect. You embrace everyone's imperfections. That might be what sets our Sky Father Kefili apart from other deities. Finan, while you zealously pursued strife, believing it to be you are the destined world-bearer of Emphorius. The gate to Emphorius's future. Go, complete the flame chase. I will be waiting at the end of the West Wind.
Aglaya. Donang. Please deliver a message to Lord Krateros. Have him gather the
Teacher
holy
Sar
city
Dev
guards
said the Emphorius
and
story
the
is
Grimoires
awesome.
to spread the word from door to
Yeah.
door.
War,
At the lucid hour tomorrow,
death,
Finan will speak at the Marmorial. Urge
loss,
everyone who has
wholesome.
concerns about the
Sure.
holy city's future and the flames.
I've seen a lot of like posts online.
been
It's
a
like
harrowing
they
day
have
for
the whole lineup of characters from Emphorius, and every single
make
one
sure
of
to
them
rest
is black and
well
white
and collect
except
your
for
thoughts.
Finon. And I'm just like, oh my god, damn it! Every world that we go to, they're killing off someone in one way or another.
Cortonas, what brings you to Marmor?
Like, yeah,
I plan to
King
get
Yun.
everything
Granted,
settled
they
before
did bring
coming
back
to see
King
you.
Yun, but in somewhat a
Is there
different
something
form.
urgent, Cortonas?
How are you holding up? I wanted to
Penacony? No, Aventurine's
Better
alive.
than I expected, you see.
Did they kill off anyone in Penacony? I can't
There's
remember.
no room for doubt anymore. It's time to take action and show everyone that the leadership
I mean, but that
of
was
the
a lot of
Priceless
like
Heirs
defeat,
is still
like
strong.
Aventurine, Sunday,
Right.
a lot
Your
of being beaten
assessment
to death,
is
kind of thing.
Now, here.
Yeah.
Take this.
Oh yeah, Firefly.
Is this it? You've
Bill had
completed
died more than once.
Dawnmaker.
Yeah, she died,
name
and then
I've
she went off
chosen
on her
for
own
it.
journey, right? And we've not seen her since,
Before dawn,
right?
prepare for
Yes,
battle.
Gallagher and Misha. Oh
Tomorrow,
my god.
wield your sword.
Wait, Gallagher?
Befits your
How did
stature,
Gallagher die
it
though?
does.
Misha, I know, but Gallagher, how did he
Chrysos
die?
heir.
Unbelievable. You've never seen that black-clad sword master.
The last I remember about
He
Gallagher is that
recreated this so precisely, just from what I described.
technically he just
Precise your
like he was a
description.
materialization of like
Imbued it with
of the
power
thing
of
that what
dawn
Misha
I
was, wasn't
already
it?
have. Guided by your will,
Something like that.
gleam
Unexist
with
himself. Oh my
golden
lord.
flames. Its blade will
Oh.
wield it. May triumph
Do you know?
always be
I mean,
yours.
sure, this enriches. Okay, I put
Thank
in
you,
parentheses
Kratos.
enriches story,
I will
right?
use
Things
this
like
sword
this.
to protect
Very
the
thought
beings of
provoking, very
Emporius.
deep, you know? Think about life, that kind of
Another
thing.
thing
But
there
12-year-olds play this. 12-year-olds.
What's this?
12-year-olds should not be exposed to these things.
Stored here,
His job already done as
the remnants of Aglaya's
fictional.
divinity.
Yeah,
are.
because the whole thing with the dreamscape was solved.
This was her.
Can she still hear us?
It's difficult to confirm in this way.
I understand.
Okay, are we going on
in
to
the
like the
world-
final part already? Because this is basically Finon getting his goodbyes, getting his weapons and everything ready.
How will the holy city continue? Look, Lord Finan is here.
Oh gosh, they call him Lord Finon.
Will he step up to lead Akama?
Oh bro. It feels like Naruto all
Not
over
long
again.
ago, I wrestled with every word. In the end, I remember
Half
the
the
lesson
story?
from
Okay,
one of
so
my
the other half
teachers.
is actually getting to whatever
In
thing that we have to
battles
kill.
where words-
Okay.
I followed his strategy. I painted my opponents as nothing more than pests.
Naruto?
tore apart
Yeah,
their character,
because he's
and laid
okay.
out
Finon
their
is like the
crimes.
green,
The strategy worked.
he's like
I
the green
secured enough
person in the
votes
group.
to
You know, like
achieve
he's
my
the
goal.
young one. He's the
Afterward,
most inexperienced one
there wasn't
in the
even a
group,
flicker of joy.
and he had a lot of challenges trying to go through with the
I
whole
realized
flame
that
chasing
apparent
journey thing.
victory masked a deeper failure.
But
In my
ultimately, he is the
pursuit of
one character
success,
that everyone
I
put their
fueled
hopes in because
division
he's like the quote-unquote chosen one. In Naruto's sense, chosen one being the individual that held the QB. That's a different kind of chosen one, but still chosen one. Nonetheless, he made it work.
Strengthen us, not weaken us. It was the gold thread that mended our rifts in the past.
Finon does remind me of Naruto. Because
Some saw
Naruto
it
is
as a
all like,
means of
work together, we
surveillance,
can
a
do this.
tool of
If we all
control.
stick together,
But
and
no
like
one
people
will
have helped me
deny
so much to get
that
to
it
where I
was
am,
Aglaya
and
who
that's
held
basically
the city,
Finon right
and
now.
Even this shattered world.
Because
Now she is
Aglaya
gone.
advocated for him for so long,
Yes, as you have
and
heard, the
as and
demigod
when he's like
Aglaya,
growing,
who
like
guarded the holy city for a
growing stronger and
millennium,
stuff like that.
has
Friendship power
indeed
plot armor? No. If that was friendship power plot armor here, Aglaya would not die. Granted, in like the recent stories for Amphorius, she worked together. She worked together with more of like the anti-heroes than the heroes and the friends. And now everyone is siding with her, and it's like freaking. Is it not Naruto?
Same as all of you initially.
To me, it sounds like
I
it.
want to stand here beside you to
It's just the friendship plot armor has a little bit of holes for HSR. With Naruto,
But my perspective has changed.
Naruto, well, Neji shouldn't have died, basically.
Threads that once bound this city
Jiraiya,
have unraveled. Yet no one is
it's sad that he
celebrating
died.
freedom.
Yeah, I know Neji died, but you know how Neji died? What's what Neji death signifies? I've reached the part where our queen died, huh? Yeah. Hello, Crimson. Yeah, our queen died. Very anticlimactic, but our queen died. So you know what Neji's death looks like? The plot armor that is friendship, right? Neji's death is literally that sliver, that kink where there is no armor on joints because you need to move. And that's where they got Neji's death is a knife to your elbow. That's what Neji's death is. Okay, I shouldn't say elbow. I should say the inner part of the elbow, like the joint. That's what Neji's death is, because it's very precise. It triggered something, and everyone was like, "How the fuck did that happen?" You know? It's like you wear armor everywhere, and then the blade just hits right in between the armor. It's some next level shit that doesn't need to happen. That shouldn't happen. But yeah, I'm still pissed that Neji died. Hinata's children meet their uncle. I've seen a lot of fan art afterwards of like Neji holding the kids, and it's like Neji would have been such a good part of the kid's life. You need to be like that so there's sadness and grace. Sacrifice. You know what would be good sacrifice? Like really to just drive home the sadness and great sacrifice if Gaara died. Oh, if Gaara died, there'll be upheaval like nothing else. Maybe that's why Gaara didn't die. You know? I was also thinking Sai. I don't know.
I appreciate your willingness to accept the challenge.
If Gaara died, it would be upheaval. I know, right? Because he is the character that everyone understands his sadness. You might not agree with him, but he's the character like everyone understands his sadness. Writer didn't want that. Maybe it also makes sense in a logical way in that he's the future Kage for like the sand village, you know.
For the memories of Amphorius will always benefit future
so there's that. Who else they could have killed off? Oh, what's her name? I forgot her name, but
who protected the holy city.
Ino?
Ina?
Ino? The blonde
dressmaker.
Who is she?
The leader of the Chrysos heirs.
Killing her off would also be like
the Gold Weaver.
But she is part of the friend group. And killing someone in that married side, yes, if they kill her off, it's not like everyone's gonna be sad. Definitely, everyone's gonna rally around that sadness, and then power of friendship boost kind of thing. But it's not like. But other than that, right? Like, there's no like. I feel like that is less sad than Neji. Yeah, I mean, Neji is the unexpected weak point.
That singing sounds.
Oh, that's true. I was just thinking Shikamaru, because of the whole revenge thing.
That's our song.
I think Shikamaru will have the same shock value as Neji because these are very competent shinobi. They're very good at what they do, and the thought is that if they have survived the war, they would have brought so much change, positive change, and contribution to the village. Ino is debatable, right? Ino is debatable, but Shikamaru and Neji, oh my god. Neji not only his skill, but like bloodline wise as well. And then Shikamaru, he's just awesome. Like the brain on that kid is awesome.
Time spares no one.
Don't mention it. Your light is as bright as ever. Keep it up.
The 200 IQ guy died is unbelievable. Is Neji the 200 IQ guy? Oh, okay. You're talking about Shikamaru, yes. That is unbelievable, so no way. You never know, because he can finagle his way out, but in terms of technical skills, mechanical skills, he's not as proficient as the other shinobis. Let's be real.
Honestly,
he just has, like you said, 200 IQ that can brain blast his way through everything.
Might not have survived.
That's how he confronted the Akatsuki. That immortal guy that you can chop his entire body into pieces and he still talks. He chose a very, very grim fate for that Akatsuki member. A very grim fate.
Forgotten those formulas now.
But smart too, and it makes sense, you know? Because it's like
some things
all he had to do was just to reassemble his body and like whatever prayer he had in mid-fight. Prayer! He was praying to his god mid-fight. And people didn't know.
I'll be waiting.
And then he becomes immortal. So now he is just forever in pieces, under the ground, guarded by animals.
Lord Finan, you
know, I'd say that is a
so approachable.
It can be a debatable
Ever since we first
met,
met,
yeah. It's a debatable way of sealing him because it's not really sealing him or anything. He's just physically unable to come out of it.
But that's
unless he does some wacky McDoodle stuff of like a vein from his head tries to find the base of the neck in like on his body like 5 meters or something like that. But he doesn't do that. He had to reconnect himself and stitch himself up. If I remember correctly. I forgot his name too. It was some wacky name.
Sorry,
the god had an even wackier name.
Perspective.
Please, no apologies. Despite everything,
I feel the same.
Goodbye. Fine.
Goodbye. Aglaya.
Remember, Finan, the Chrysos heirs are...
Rest assured, the difference between...
Well said.
This is like the beginning of the end that's happening here.
Even in your
Thank you.
Asterisk in English is not good to hear.
This crumbling world.
I don't like it.
Goodbye.
I mean,
Finan.
I feel like the Amphoria's English cast is okay. It's pretty okay compared to
Did you forget me?
others.
Forget you. Like I'd ever. We aren't parting ways forever. You're just off to guard the gates at Castrum Kremnos. Let's not make this a tearful...
You know just how to make a person. I have a feeling we'll meet again in this lifetime.
That's very confident.
I actually like Finan's and Anexa's voice acting. Like the English feed. They're actually not bad. Seala, I feel like is debatable. Because like I always thought of her as like a cold, reserved character with a temper, but like not explosive kind of
And it's still
character.
Yes, Cyrene.
Irene!
I was right. In the end, you did become the deliverer in...
A lot has changed while you were away.
Who is he talking to? Are there ghosts that I'm not afraid of? Really pay attention when the story reaches climax crazy good. It's about right now, right, when things start to heat up. It's like he goes to fight whatever the thing he's supposed to fight. Because he's like talking to certain ghosts that I don't know are real or not.
But to me, you've never changed at all, Finan.
I know like Cyrene was like his like childhood friend or sweetheart. I don't know, friend. I'm more leaning towards friend.
Dawn Cloud. This place holds so many different kinds of... I remember you could see the Gold Weaver sign from here. All the way, but my eyes aren't what they used to be 1,000 years ago.
1,000 years ago, Cypher is old. Oh my god.
Cypher? You seamstress. Tell me, does Akama have any treasures so rare that not even your... I mean, our shop has seen?
Of course it has. I heard there's a gem of all worlds hidden somewhere in Dawn Cloud. Apparently, it's a piece that fell out of the Dawn Divide. It's truly a priceless treasure, being a part of Kefali's divine body.
Oh.
Even I, the Gold Weaver,
gem of all. Nice! Got it! Well, please keep...
Let me... You're probably already plotting to sneak into Dawn Cloud to steal
She's
that
like a
gem,
sister to
aren't
Aglaya,
you?
or maybe her own child kind. Cyrene?
And your next move is probably
I'm not
trying
gonna
to sell
lie,
it to the
the
highest
entire
bidder,
Amphorius
then
plot is
distribute that
super,
money
super
to the
thick.
poor
I
and
don't have the
refugees in
bandwidth
Holy
to
City.
absorb super thick plot.
Look, seamstress.
Cypher.
Are you sure?
No,
you
isn't
aren't
Cypher
peeking
like
into my head
an
with your
orphan
golden
Aglaya
nets?
came across? Not a
You
sister,
might be
right?
skilled at covering up lies. Don't lie to yourself.
Because
Do you honestly think this is the right thing to
Aglaya
do,
is Cypher's
Cypher?
teacher. From what I understand.
But what else am I supposed to do? That's the only... You keep talking about how I have the potential to become a good... But I don't know what I need to do to get there! I can't weave golden dresses like you! I can't sing as well as Miss Hyceelins! And I definitely don't know as much as Big Sis Treeby! The only things I'm good at are the underhanded street smarts that no one even respects.
This is their convo that makes them get together.
But I still want to be...
Yeah, I can tell.
worthy of you.
I know, Cypher. You are justified in your anger. But you have to believe that everyone in this world is... I am convinced that you're the only one who can bear the authority of trickery. Even if you have to contend with the legendary 300 master thieves of Dolos.
I just want everyone to believe that the world is beautiful. Would that lie become reality? If enough people believed in it?
Lies will always be lies, Cypher. But sometimes they can be more noble than the truth.
Ooh, what a sentence. That
Are you really
is very
planning
true.
to just stand there forever?
I never thought I could slip past your sharp ears, Miss Cypher.
Ooh, Cypher has some
Just didn't
thunder
think it'd be right
thighs.
to
I just
interrupt when
realized
you're
that.
Obviously.
Still as charming with your words as ever, boy.
Thank you. I had a feeling back then that you were in the audience.
Oh, and you didn't call me out on the spot. You...
Well, I thought you'd...
Oh man.
None of your business. Enough small talk. Tell me. What?
We've only met a couple of... You're probably aware that Aglaya has earned the support of the entire city for the Chrysos heirs. Everyone believes that she died at the hands of council members who were but they didn't get everybody. To this day, we still haven't found Elder Kindness.
Yeah, poor
The
Cypher.
leader of the Cleaners.
Cleaners.
See. You're afraid she'll do something wild now that she's pushed into a corner.
Yes. I believe that Kefali's core flame, forever enshrined above the council theater, would be the opposition's final trump card. We're setting out to campaign against Aquila in a few days.
Oh.
With the Chrysos heirs
Here's
gone,
the
it'll be
trigger.
their best chance to strike.
You think those desperate dogs will try to snatch the core flame while you're gone? So, you want me to give them a nice long walk while you're away?
Right.
You sure saw right through me, Miss Cypher. I have only one request. Please, use whatever tricks you need to protect Kefali's core flame.
Uh-huh. Hey, Deliverer. Do you honestly think that there's no way I'll turn you down? Do you even have any plan Bs if I decide to nope out on this?
As the demigod of trickery, there are no other trump cards in the world that can outrank you. I'm sure you know the answer to your own question.
What confidence. You talk as if you have everything in the
It reminds me
palm
of
your hand.
another character.
Huh.
Where
So
they
you did
kept.
learn a thing or
Oh,
two from her.
actually, it reminds me a bit of
I'll give you
Alexa.
that.
They kind of just speak in
Tell you something
riddles.
you don't know.
They do prioritize
Flame
like their
Reaver.
own agenda,
They've been watching
but they
Akama
understand like the agenda for the greater good as well.
You mean?
Bet you didn't expect that, huh? I've been tracking them all this time. That lunatic may have lost their mind, but they're no fool. Why do you think they haven't made a move on Akama yet?
Professor Anaxa once analyzed this. He thought it was probably because Kefali's core flame was protected by the Council of Elders' secret.
Ha! Sacred Art's my foot! I could break those mechanisms with a flick
Yeah.
of my finger.
Mm-hmm.
Allow me to let you in on the actual secret. They probably held off from attacking Akama because the Seamstress's defense network was way tougher than you thought. Now
Ooh, nice.
she's gone. And you're heading out to the Eye of Twilight. With the city's defenses in shambles.
What a dangerous situation we find ourselves in. But since you're the one who brought it up, I'm guessing.
Just look how ridiculously calm you are right. But you guessed it right. Consider this a 2-for-1 deal. I'll keep that lunatic entertained on top of protecting Kefali's core flame.
You have my deepest gratitude.
It's her nature to be
But
like that
Flame
because
Reaver's
she's a
power is
demigod of
truly
trickery, titan, and troublemaker.
Please
I
be
guess
careful.
so. But I also think
Don't
like she
forget to
wouldn't
live her.
she wouldn't have been the
There's a
chosen one
fundamental
if
truth in
if
this
it was
world.
not for her experiences.
Cipher
Because like
will
her
always
childhood
get the
experiences were
last
quite
laugh.
bitter.
No
She
need
was
to worry about a
forced
demigod.
into learning
I'll do my
trickery,
job.
street smarts to
And you?
survive. So it
Need to
kind of
make
goes
sure
hand
you
in
don't
hand.
die before you
She's
pay.
chosen because of her experiences, and also like because she has all these kind of experiences, she is worthy of being the demigod of trickery. Hello, Diamond. Flap, flap, flap. I love the flapping too.
I'm back.
We are doing HSR
I've been
story.
trying to stay away
It
from
should
here since
be.
the Black Tide destroyed the
I'm
grove.
like halfway through. I'm not gonna get it through today. I'm
through
not gonna
that,
get through
Stay
today.
away from the memories.
I
that
might actually end the
might
stream
make me
soon once
sad.
it comes to like a proper stopping point. Hello, Diamond. I see.
The
Yes.
wind keeps pulling me back.
So right now is like a very emotional
Maybe
time
that's
where
Twilight
one of the
Courtier's
main
duty, after all.
main NPCs has died in a very
I know, Lil
like
Ika.
non-climatic
know.
fashion.
I too miss the days
Yeah,
when
one
we
of
all
them.
studied together. But we
So
have an
now
even
with
more
her
important
death
mission
comes
at
like
hand.
an power struggle,
Lord has already set the
and
date to
everyone
protect
is
Aquila.
and we are going to join one of the
Being
main
citizen of the
NPCs
Sky
to.
People,
Where do I get one? Ika is cute, right? First, you need to
Right.
play HSR.
At least I can still afford to get lost in thought once in a
First, you need
while.
to play HSR, and then you need to pull for this character Hyacinth, and then you
All
get
Please wait for just a bit longer.
wholesome story. Yeah, wholesome story.
Time spent in the grove.
Main NPC dies.
Someone
Everyone is very sad. Main NPC kind of like passes the torch to another main NPC that is debatably don't know if he's ready. Cool, right? Okay, I think this would be a good place to stop for today. I think correct me if I'm wrong, Penguin. After this, we are pretty much at like the halfway point. We're pretty much at the halfway point to going for the final boss battle, I think. Yeah. So I'm gonna stop here. Oh my lord, no. Oh no, no, no. Okay, whew. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop here, and I think this Thursday I set for Wuthering Waves. I think I will change to Honkai Star Rail and see if we can finish it or not. Bring you to new map. Oh holy lord. Do you know all this map? The entire map, the map before this one, I haven't completed exploration. New map. New map. Okay. Like I said for the third time, this is I will stop here for today. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining, both on YouTube, both on Twitch. Twitch is a little bit funky because like I accidentally activated Nightbot. I'm gonna need some help there, but I'm gonna get help. So hopefully I can get Nightbot up and running the next time I stream. No, definitely not the next time I stream, but sometime in the future, right? We play a lot of games, so yeah. Okay, so thank you so much for dropping by, everybody. I want to raid somebody. I can raid somebody. I do not know these. Oh, someone is like playing the story from the Xianzhou Lofu map, which is wild.
And are made of the same
Okay,
essence.
let's go to Celeste. I don't know how pronounce her name, but Celeste. She's playing the same story mission, but like she's doing like the first half right now. So, say something nice, say hello, and be nice. Okay? And we are raiding now. Okay.